Hi guys, I'm making this video today because I think it's quite important. Certain things have just been released in the press, and I've not talked much about the Olympics. I have made comments, but I haven't made a video about the Olympics. But I'm sure most of you know in the alternative news that there have been stories about fake alien invasions, and if you look back in history, the New World Order has planned to get everybody together to form a one world government, and one of their plans were to fake an alien invasion. And if you go back to Reagan, he was the first president who mentioned it, and he actually said about wouldn't it be great if there was an alien invasion and we'd all come together, you know, all that stuff going on. So what's been released in the press the week just gone, we've got Nick Pope talking about a possible alien invasion at the Olympics, and just some of the stuff that he's saying. Now, if you don't know who Nick Pope is, he's an ex-government worker. He used to look into alien crafts, and he used to investigate into sightings and stuff like that. He's the man they drag out when they need to talk about alien invasions or anything like that. He's the guy that's there to make sure that the government is overseeing everything. So just some stuff he said this week, and this is a story from the Daily Mail. He's saying to keep an eye on the skies for saucers during the Olympic Games, warns former MoD UFO expert. UFO expert Nick Pope says massive summer events like the Olympics would be prime time for an alien invasion, an alien encounter. Ministry of Defence has planned for the worst outcomes, attack and invasion, and we should be prepared for even the most seemingly unfathomable. Now, this is coming from a government official, basically. They're telling us to look into the skies at the Olympics. It's the prime time when aliens would attack us. What? This story has actually made me laugh, because we've all been going on about this. If you know about Rick Clay's work and other people as well, and we know that the last card that the New World Order will play would be the fake alien invasion. After the fake asteroids and things were going to hit us, after Elenin, you know, the third card was supposed to be the alien invasion, and it looks like they may actually play this card, which is just, it's crazy, some of the stuff that he's saying. I'll read you a bit more. One of the UK's top UFO experts has given his views on the likelihood of aliens suddenly appearing in the skies and how the international community would respond. Nick Pope, who has more than 2 decades under his belt at the Ministry of Defence, said mass summer events like the Olympic Games in London would be a prime time for crafts from other worlds to present themselves to mankind. He warned, with the summer of mass events, we are all on high alert for even the most seemingly unfathomable. Pope's duties at the MoD included investigating reports of UFOs between 1999 and 1984, and says he began his research as a skeptic before becoming convinced that the sightings raised important defence for national security and air safety issues. So they're saying that he was a skeptic before, but then some of the stuff that he saw, you know, it did raise questions as to our national security. So he seems to have swung around a bit, because before it seemed like he didn't believe in them, but now all of a sudden he really, really does. Hopefully, if aliens do come and introduce themselves to us, they can come in a spirit of warmth, friendship and shared learning, but Pope said the government were also prepared for the worst scenarios. He said the government must and has planned for the worst case scenario, alien attack and alien invasion. Space shuttles, lasers and directed energy weapons are all committed via the alien invasion war plan. So there's an alien invasion war plan. Okay, so that includes space shuttles, lasers and directed energy weapons. Okay, directed energy weapons. So they do have directed energy weapons. So to all those people that say that 911 and the Twin Towers were attacked by direct energy weapons, well, they're mentioning it here. And they've got that all prepared and planned for the Olympics. Right, okay, if UFOs came into our atmosphere, RAF jets such as the Eurofighter Typhoons and missiles such as the Rapiers guarding the Olympic Games would be well equipped to enter the fray. So they're already placed there, and they're telling us this might happen. And also, don't forget, yeah, in 1984 they ended the Olympics with a spacecraft coming down, and then the alien spoke to the crowd, and it's like, what does that got to do with the Olympics? I mean, what's aliens got to do with games, sports? And also, why 1984? Why did they choose that year? So we all know they've spoken about it in public. They've mentioned it to us before, that an attack from outside, an alien invasion, would bring the whole world together. Well, that sounds really convenient, because that's what they want. They want a one world government, and they want it to be run by a bunch of crazy people. Right, okay, so just there's some other interesting bits in here. I will put the link so you can go and read it yourself, but I'll just read you a bit more. Aliens may possess weapons or advanced technology we've no idea of. Aliens may have invisibility, a death ray, teleportation, force fields, and other things we can't even guess at. The logical course is to unite the world against the alien threat, combining our military strength and fighting under the United Nations. But some countries might not fight. We saw this type of treachery and cowardice in the Second World War. Though some brave people joined the resistance, much of France accepted Nazi occupation. The final and perhaps biggest flaw is preparation. With the summer of mass events are all on high alert for terrorism, but we must also cast our eyes further afield and be prepared for even the most seemingly unfathomable. Peeps, it sounds like they're getting ready for this, for real. It's either a big, massive psyop going on, or they're really going to try to pretend that aliens are invading or whatever, so that they can push us all together into this new world order. They do, you know, I know in the Bible it talks about the great deception of man, and men will be deceived. Could this be it? Is this what they're talking about? I don't know if this is mentioned in other books, but I do know it's mentioned in the Bible about the great deception of man. Also know that Project Bluebeam, which is by Serge, and if you want to read that, you can get the link below. I'll put it in link. I did do a blog about it. Serge told us about Project Bluebeam, and some of the elements they needed to use Project Bluebeam was to get barium and aluminium into the sky, because that's what they needed to use their holographic technology, which they may well use to fake the alien invasion. So we all know barium is in the sky, we know that aluminium is in the sky, so maybe it's sort of multi-purpose, colour few, use it for your holographic crap that you're going to deceive the world with. So, you know, I've seen many things myself, and just the other night I did see a light in the sky, UFO, whatever you want to call it, but I'm saying that it's probably man-made, it's just the light in the sky, we don't know the technology. Maybe this thing was looking at me, I was looking at it and filming it, who knows, but I do think there's a lot of technology that we don't know about, and because we're unaware of it, we just think it's got to be alien technology, because obviously we don't have that technology around us. But trust me, I think we're hundreds and hundreds of years ahead technology-wise. So I don't actually think maybe there is other aliens. I think maybe we can time travel. Maybe it's us from the future. Who knows? Take care.